Welcome to RV Kitchen, where all my recipes are cheap, easy, and delicious, just like me. And honey, pasta's on the menu tonight. What a surprise. Well, honey, before we get going on dinner, we need to take a little road trip on outside. I noticed today that while working in the garden that I've got a few squash that needs to be plucked, along with some herbs. So, now that it's cooled off, we can go out there and gather up everything. Now, honey, if you can grow fresh herbs, by all means. Talk about taking something that costs about nothing and brighten it up to taste like $1 million. And honey, you know whenever you're gathering up some basil, always make sure you pluck above the new, so that way you can have more growth. Plus, it helps the basil itself being plucked. I know I like a good plucking. Ooh. Alright, y'all, let's get back inside, and in a good-sized soup pan, we're going to go ahead and throw in 1 pound of ground Italian sausage, along with 1 onion that I've just roughly chopped. That was about a medium-sized onion. And with the wave of our magical rainbow spoon, we're going to go ahead and make some rough work out of that sausage there. Oh. You want the onions and everything to brown up, so that way the flavors are getting all nice and married. And then you're going to add in just a little bit of chili flake, because we like some spice in our life, honey. Now, while that's doing its thing, we're going to go ahead and start prepping up our squash. Look at these beauties, grown right here in my yard, honey. And right out of a bucket at that. Now, once everything's got a good color on it and it's all nice and crispy, you're going to go ahead and toss in your squash. I'm going to go for about 3 medium size here, but use whatever you got on hand. And yes, honey, zucchini works fine too. You can even mix them. And then we're going with about 2 teaspoons of some garlic, but go for fresh cloves if you got it. You'll need about 3 to 4. And then a dash of salt, a little pepper, and feel free to add any other seasonings like garlic powder, onion powder. I'm going to go for a little dried thyme because that'll be nice. And then, of course, honey, we're going to add in a little parsley because greenery is always nice. Ooh, this is smelling good already. Honey, you could throw some potatoes in here and just call it a night, really. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to give that a good stir and let that squash cook down just a little bit. And what's going to happen is all that's going to fry up in the sausage renderings and the onion and garlic and herbs are going to work their magic. Keep a close eye on it and keep the heat at about a good medium high. Now, once the squash gets just tender, you're going to go remove all that and just set it to the side in a bowl. And then I like to dump in the fresh herbs. I've got the basil that we gathered and maybe a little bit of oregano that was there next to it. Smells fabulous. Now, baby, anytime you catch a sale on any sort of pasta sauce, grab it up. This Alfredo sauce is a great starter to anything that you want to create in the kitchen. Of course, you could always do up your own with a little flour and butter and Parmesan cheese, but honey, take the easy road out, especially if you're short on time and money. Go on, give this a little try, honey. I think we're going to need a dash of some lemon pepper and maybe some bow tie pasta tonight. Oh. Just cook up your pasta, honey, and then dump it right onto that sauce. Give it a good stir, and baby, you have a fabulous meal made in no time. Talk about cheap, easy, and delicious. And honey, remember, you can totally make this your own dish. Well, baby, open up, because the next time I see you, we'll be back at the RV Kitchen. Careful now, this is a hot bite. Oh.